D2 Word Life here with Maple Lube Boy Riptides.
No. That's Roman Reigns Maple Lube to you and your buddies there, buddy.
So you would use a Roman Reigns branded Maple Lube?
No, that's for you.
You said come up with something.
You always wanted Roman Reigns Maple Lube, Dustin, so there's some ideas for people to make.
It's like, heck no, man. You're the one who freaking said come up with more enthusiastic, funny intros, and there you go. At least I didn't call you Rhea Ripley's finisher this time.
And for everyone that wants to know what the next review will be, it'll be 2006 Royal Rumble.
Thought we were going to save that for the end of this review video, but either way is fine.
I'll be restating it.
Okay, but anyway. Today, for this review, we were reviewing the 2024 Backlash pay-per-view that just happened. It took place in France. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the name of this town they were in, or whatever, because I'll probably butcher it. I think it's Lyon, France, or whatever they're at.
Lyon, France.
The attendance number reported was 11,682. Now, let's get this show on the road. The opening match was Randy Orton and Kevin Owens taking on the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga with Paul Heyman at ringside. Tama Tonga. Yeah, I know there's a bunch of people that's going to hate me for butchering that name. I don't really care.
Yeah, it's the MFT, Tama Tonga.
Yep. Well, one of the sons of Haku. That's who I know him by.
Well, also one of the half the tag team of the Gorillas of Destiny in New Japan.
Yep. Anyway, this started off as a tag team match, but let's talk about the entrances first, specifically Owens and Orton's entrance for this matchup.
Dude, they were singing Owens' fucking music, and then right when everyone got off their feet and fucking sang Randy's voices in my head.
They all started singing Randy Orton's theme song, saying they hear a voice in their head. Congratulations, y'all have schizophrenia.
I hear voices in my head. They talk to me all the time.
Which, by the way, sorry if you have schizophrenia. That was just a joke. Apologies to all people who actually suffer with that.
Or split personalities that talk to themselves.
As long as you don't answer your own questions.
Huh?
As long as you don't answer your own questions.
Exactly.
No.
Well, some people do, but that's a whole diagnosis of everything. But we're not making fun of no one that has these symptoms or anything. No. We're just making fun of the song, basically.
Now, do I think this review is going to be a good one? Yeah, sure.
It was a good one.
But yeah, but anyway, back to the subject I have. If I was famous, I'd probably already be canceled for those jokes. But anyway, let's talk about the match. This wasn't a regular tag match, by the way, because they started brawling right off the bat, ignoring the referee's rules and shoving security around.
Well, just look at how fucking Paul Heyman came out.
Yeah.
The fat walrus was fucking worried as hell.
And then eventually the SmackDown general manager came out and said, you guys want to fight? To hell with the rules. This is a tag team street fight, no disqualification match.
Yep.
And then that's when the weapons came out.
That's because they fucking were fucking attacking the refs, attacking the fucking security. So he said, fuck it, just make it a street fight.
He's like, screw it.
No count out, no disqualification, nothing.
He goes, if you guys destroy each other, it's your guys' business. Why the hell would I care? That's pretty much what he was saying.
Basically, he made it fucking no holds barred match, kind of.
Yeah. Anyway, there was like trash can shots, trash can lid shots, tables everywhere, kendo sticks, the whole 9 yards.
Fighting in the crowd.
Do the split camera that they had for this one.
And why the fuck were the cameramen jumping? That's what made it weird.
I mean, it was all great. It was like a car crash. It was carnage throughout. There was really no telling who had the advantage. And I
couldn't look away. Like they say, when you see a car crash, you cannot look away.
Oh yeah, and I also like the fact how throughout the start of this match, the freaking crowds was chanting, "We want Roman." And I'm just like, I bet Riptidz does too right about now.
No.
Rumor has it he may return as a face, but I guess we'll just have to see what happens by SummerSlam in August. But anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, continuing on with this match before we get off track again. It was kind of back and forth. What did you think of this match?
It was fucking chaotic as hell.
I think it was a great.
But it was funny as hell though, because fucking Randy and Owens, they never fucking team up too much, but they were beating the living shit out of them. chair shot, fucking table, goddamn trash can lid, trash can.
Well, both Orton and Kevin Owens had a personal grudge in this match, and storyline-wise, obviously, because Randy Orton was, quote, taken out of action by the Bloodline 2 years ago. And, of course, recently, Kevin Owens got beaten down backstage and left a bloody pulp on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So both were kind of looking for revenge for those actions in this match. And that nearly happened, too, especially with Randy Orton's RKO on the Souls Go on the announce table, which the table didn't break.
It didn't break when he fucking lifted him up and slammed and broke Michael Cole's cell phone.
Yeah, that was an expensive cell phone, damn it. That was the biggest tragedy of this whole match, trust me.
He said, we have a broken freaking monitors and we have a broken cell phone.
Yep. And in the end, Kevin Owens looked like he had the win when he delivered that brainbuster maneuver onto Tonga through freaking like 4 chairs.
God, that was a fucking dangerous move right there when he fucking just put his ass through those fucking chairs.
This after an insane table spot too, where I believe Tonga went through the table up and propped up in the corner too.
Sikoa did.
Or Sikoa did, yeah. I know one of the two did. And then we had 1, 2, and obviously what comes standard in every Bloodline match.
Tama Tonga's brother, Loa Tonga. The other tag team partner for the Gorillas of Destiny.
Stop the referee's
and the other son of Haku.
And what would a Bloodline match be without interference? That's pretty much what I was getting at.
It started being reminiscent of Roman Reigns' fucking title run. Every time he'd fucking go, and I'm like, okay, what's good?
Damn it.
Really now?
And then in the end, Sosko hit the spike on Owens for the 3 count.
Yep.
Just the Bloodline members won this matchup, but then they tried to proceed to attack Kevin Owens after the matchup, but then Paul Heyman came in and kind of showed sympathy.
Yeah.
So you can't do that. And this wouldn't be the first time we've seen something like that either on this night. And afterwards, the Bloodline just freaking
the thing is,
did their celebratory pose at the end.
The thing is that he can't control Sikoa because he doesn't know what the hell's going to happen.
Of course, seeing Paul Heyman stop freaking Kevin Owens from getting a vicious post-match beatdown was uncharacteristic of him too, you know.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That he can't control Sikoa like Roman Reigns did before. And now he's fucking taking it to his own thing, which, like, they're saying that this is a rogue
Solo here.
Bloodline.
Or rogue Bloodline here, and I think Solo's unofficially trying to name himself the leader of the Bloodline.
Yes.
Guess we'll just have to wait and see how this story develops in the coming weeks, months. Because I think the blow-off is going to be
find out who's actually pulling the strings.
I think this is going to end up being a big Solo Sikoa versus Roman Reigns showdown at SummerSlam. That's what I think.
Probably.
I mean, I could be wrong, but that's my prediction of where this feud is going, where the storyline, this Bloodline storyline is going to now.
Could very much be.
But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens in the coming months.
Well, we haven't really seen anything of Jimmy because he got his ass kicked.
Yeah, right after WrestleMania, they kicked Jimmy Uso out, and we really haven't seen him since.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, is this going to be no storyline development? Is Reigns and Jimmy going to come and freaking destroy the current Bloodline 2 members? Like, or now we should say 3? Who knows? Right?
Yes.
But then moving on, the next match we have here was a triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship, as it was Tiffany Stratton and Naomi challenging Women's Champion Bayley. Your thoughts on this women's triple threat match here?
I just don't like Tiffany Stratton. She's entitled to everything.
Oh, come on, you love it when she yells out, "It's Tiffy time."
Don't get me wrong, the way that they dress, yes, I like that.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Oh my God.
Of course you do. But anyway, this match. Oh yeah, by the way, the opening time match.
You can't tell me you didn't like that either, Dustin.
Oh, by the way, going back to the tag match, I forgot to add this part. I really need to freaking remember to say this at the end of our little talk about the match. The tag match I give about 4 out of 5.
Well, I figured that we can do that like towards the end of the review. Like we go back and it's like, oh, what do you rate this? What do you rate? So we can just get through the review a little bit without stopping and then go then just backtrack it.
Okay, we'll just do that after the reviews.
Wouldn't that be better in your opinion?
Yeah, instead of just forgetting to do that, we'll just talk about that at the end. Okay. Anything can happen in these live or in these freaking like review videos, okay?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I thought that's what I was going to talk to you too before we did this, but I forgot that like, oh, we could do that after, get through all of our discussion and everything, and
think about along with the final grade for the show. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, this triple threat match was an all right match.
It could have gone either way for all 3 of them. Either way.
Well, there was times where it looked like Stratton was going to win it. There was times where Naomi looked like she was going to win it, and times where Bayley looked like she was going to retain, but too close to call.
Yeah, well, towards the end, Tiffany Stratton tried to use the prettiest moonsault of them all.
Miss.
And failed.
It's like Miss got dumped out of the ring, and then the ending was kind of shocking with Naomi getting a roll-up pin on Bayley, only for Bayley to reverse and get the 3 count to retain the championship.
Honestly, I thought that Naomi was going to win at that point, and then she reversed the momentum of the pin.
Yeah, which gave us Bayley to retain. Of course, Naomi did look strong in defeat, knowing it wasn't Bayley's finisher that beat her. It was another surprise roll-up reverse attempt that pinned her down.
Yes.
Would I want to see a one-on-one match for the championship between Naomi and Bayley after this triple threat performance? Yeah.
Yeah.
And to show respect, Naomi and Bayley shook hands and raised each other's arms up in the air.
Well, even when Bayley went to when she was a heel, and then she started to transition later on this year, she started transitioning back into a face. Her and Naomi kind of made up after a while.
So, yeah, it was a good match. I mean, I think I would have liked it better as a one-on-one match, but knowing storyline-wise, they're probably going to give that to us eventually. Between Naomi and Bayley.
Match, no matter what, so.
But I guess we'll just see how this story develops, or if they're going to go into another direction with these competitors.
There could be another triple threat with Tiffany Stratton, Naomi and
Bayley.
But it could be that Naomi wins the title.
Or there's also the possibility of Io Sky getting back into the women's championship picture.
Well, Io was on Raw.
Yeah, with Arrested Damage Control. Maybe she'll go after the women's world title currently held by Becky Lynch, who was not on the show tonight. That's kind of shocking,
Well,
but okay.
Speaking of Damage Control.
Oh, we'll get to that one later. That's the semi-main, but beforehand, let's talk about the next match, which was the World Heavyweight title match. Jey Uso challenging World Champion Damian Priest. I really hate to say this. But I didn't go into this match expecting Jey Uso to win.
I kind of did.
That's just the way I looked at it. I thought there was going to be interference, which there was, and I was thinking that Priest was going to retain. Which is exactly what happened, despite Priest telling the story of, I don't want any interference.
It's the fucking Judgment Day, so you can't take Priest or fucking Balor or JD McDumbass or...
But anyway, let's talk about...
Boy.
But before the interference, some of the interference thoughts, let's talk about the match itself. What was your opinion on this world title match?
The fucking entrance for Jey Uso was fucking amazing.
And I did like the back and forth offense. Every time Jay hit a punch or a move, the fans would go yeet. When Damian hit a striker punch, the fans were saying no yeet. It felt like WrestleMania all over again. With those chants back and forth, despite the fact that Jimmy Uso wasn't on this card either.
Yeah.
But it was good for what it was. There was some near fall. At one point, Jey Uso looked like he was going to win it, but obviously that didn't happen.
Yeah, because of fucking Finn Balor and JD McDumbass.
Well, the first person to interfere was Chris Benoit from Wish.com, otherwise known as JD McDumbass.
Chris Benoit.
If you know the meme, you know the meme. That's why I said that. At some point, I was expecting Eddie Guerrero from Wish to come out, but Dominic never interfered. Okay, I think I got you laughing about that.
Eddie Guerrero from Wish.
Yeah, that'll be the new meme. That'll be the meme. I've seen that meme a few times recently on social media. So I was like, and then, like, obviously, after JD McDumbass's interference, freaking Damian Priest looked at him and goes, I told you I didn't want any interference. I didn't want any help. And this could be planting the seeds, though. Of course, then later on in the match, you had Finn Balor interfere in the matchup, too, costing Jey Uso the match after Damian Priest hit his finisher on there. Of course, a big highlight was Jey Uso kicking out of the Razor's Edge maneuver that Damian Priest has been using.
Yeah. Well, I think that the fucking Judgment Day is going to break up and fucking go its own way like they did with Edge and just kick Damian Priest out and beat the shit out of him.
I mean, honestly, when Jey Uso kicked out of the Razor's Edge, and excuse my language here, but I swore I heard the crowd chanting bullshit.
Yeah.
To that spot, right?
Yeah.
But in the end, Damian Priest hit his finisher after Finn Balor interfered, thus retaining the World Championship in the process.
Well, Priest was upset when they fucking got into the ring as well after he retained.
He went to go pose only for McDumbass and Finn Balor to attack Jey Uso, and Damian Priest actually showed mercy by stopping them, kind of like what we've seen Paul Heyman do earlier in the show.
Yes.
With the bloodline situation and saying, hey, he's defeated, fuck off, all right?
Yes.
And then at the end they posed at it, but something smells fishier. I think Damian Priest may eventually leave the group and start feuding with Balor or something.
Like I said, I predict like I've done multiple times, most of my predictions were right, that they are going, the Judgment Day is going to break off with Damian Priest and beat the shit out of him. And there's going to be JD McDumbass and fucking Finn Balor. And then, well, as you said, the Wish.com version of Eddie Guerrero.
Dominic. But then again, Dominic may freaking leave the group too because of what's been going on between him and Liv Morgan recently.
Oh, crap. We're here next time to dog shit somewhere.
In storyline. So yeah, I've been seeing some clues dropped here that Dominic may leave the group and Rhea Ripley for Liv Morgan though. Which that would be kind of interesting and would set the feud between Morgan and Rhea Ripley even more once she returns from her injury, thanks to Morgan in storyline.
Yeah.
But either way, I thought it was an alright match for what it was. Even though I didn't expect Jey Uso to win, it was still a great back and forth match.
I was hoping he would, just to shut Damian Priest the fuck up.
Yeah, but also a part of me was thinking to myself, they wouldn't have him in this world title reign, especially in the middle of this Judgment Day drama right now. So, there you go. Next up, we had the Women's Tag Team Championship match. It was Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill taking on the Women's Tag Team Champions, the Kabuki Warriors, representing Damage Control, and that would be Asuka and Kairi Sane.
Yep, with Dakota Kai.
Can we point out that freaking Asuka and Sane also freaking started dancing to Bianca Belair's entrance just like they did at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Because I noticed that in the background. I'm just like, what the hell? Again? Okay. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. Or shame on me, because I didn't expect that again.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, you get fucked in the face.
Fool me 3 times, the axe just gets old. Right? But anyway, your thoughts on this women's tag match that went back and forth for the most part. I think this was the longest match I've seen Jade Cargill compete in since her WWE return, and I mean in-ring wrestling-wise. Or WWE debut, I should say.
Oh, he did invite me to a party.
Anyway, we'll get to that when we get to that after this review.
Yeah.
But anyway, what your thoughts on the women's tag team matchup? That was back and forth, could have gone either way. Again, like they told a story.
And Asuka screamed too much.
That's what you say.
It sounded like they were having orgasms in the wrestling ring.
Oh, gee, thanks. The video's now demonetized. But anyway.
Well, I said it sounded like. I didn't say it was, because they were screaming very high pitch.
Yep. But
so they can't. I wasn't saying that they did. I said it sounded.
But the match itself was good. Don't remember too many spots. I just remember the ending. But what did you take out of the match with some highlighted spots from this one? Besides the obvious screaming.
Well, it looked to me like Jade Cargill and Bianca were trying to one-up each other a little bit in the beginning, and then they... Dude, did you see fucking, Kairi Sane get fucking thrown?
Yes.
Talk about pancake.
And I'm just like, what the... And then there was a pin attempt by Kairi Sane that onto Belair, which did kind of look suggestive. I'm not going to go into detail what it looked like. You've seen it. Only for Cargill to break up.
Everyone has seen it if they have seen this pay-per-view.
And Cargill broke up the pinfall. Then we seen Bianca Belair hit the... Then we seen Bianca Belair hit the KOD on Asuka on top of Kairi Sane, followed by Jade Cargill hitting her finisher on Kairi Sane. I don't remember the name of the finisher. That's why I just say the finisher. Yep. And we got
her finisher is called Jaded.
Jaded, yeah. I should have freaking remembered that, but I'm terrible with move names.
Because it looks like Beth Phoenix's Glam
Okay, fine.
Slam.
Well, the Jaded Glance or the Glam Slam, it's the same maneuver, pretty much, has different names.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It looks like
just like
Beth Phoenix's move.
Just like AJ Styles. Just like AJ Styles and Michelle McCool had the same finisher. Just under different names. Back in the day.
But that was still a fucking amazing match, though. And they're the first two black women to be tag team champions.
Yeah, Belair and Cargill won the match, won the championships. And I believe this is Bianca Belair's first tag team championship win and Jade Cargill's first WWE championship win, period. Like her first championship belt.
It's also Belair's first time being a black woman overall in the first round of the draft.
Yeah. A lot of history being made for that matchup alone.
Yep.
So either way, it was good. But that's not in comparison. But we go to what I think would be the match of the night, and that was Cody Rhodes defending the WWE Championship. I know it's called Undisputed WWE Championship, but since there's another world title here, it's not Undisputed. I just called it was Cody Rhodes defending the WWE Championship against AJ Styles, one-on-one for the championship, in what many believe would be a dream match.
Yeah, well, like you said, in 21 years ago, which would be 2003, that he had beat Dusty Rhodes when they were in TNA, when it was the NWA World Heavyweight title that they had.
Yeah. And honestly, it's like both men grew up in the same state. Both men had similar backstories, making a name for themselves outside of WWE.
Yes.
I mean, yes, Cody Rhodes was a WWE superstar before he left WWE in 2016, but became a megastar after he left.
Yes.
So I think, obviously, that's what he was referencing, too.
Well, they were also both two leaders of the Bullet Club in Japan.
I mean, I hate to say this, but if it wasn't for Cody Rhodes leaving WWE to begin with, there wouldn't be no AEW, the competition right now.
Well, AEW is kind of floundering right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't even consider watching a pay-per-view from them, but... Ugh. But, AEW does poor management right now. Their biggest highlight was showing old footage of a WWE superstar getting in a fight backstage. That happened last year. Thanks for that one. Thanks for that one. That was under poor that whole thing was under poor management anyway, but we're not going to discuss that. That's for another video.
But they had finally released the damn fucking proof that CM Punk was telling them that it was fucking Jack Perry that started it, and then they didn't believe him.
And then all of a sudden they release the footage like, you're just proving CM Punk's point. Idiots. But anyway, enough about AEW's poor match. That's like a video to talk about in another day.
And another time.
Yep. But anyway, what was your thoughts about this back and forth match between Rhodes and Styles, which could have gone either way?
AJ was kind of hung up on his win 21 years ago, and then he was like saying, "Oh, I beat your father 21 years ago, and his son's not going to beat me now."
Yeah.
Yeah, look what the fuck happened.
Oh, yeah, and before we get to what happened in this matchup here, is it just me, or did friggin' AJ look like an unofficial member of the Bloodline with his purple and black tights?
Well, that's what he had...
or like unofficial member of Judgment Day, yeah.
He, that's what he was wearing 21 years ago, was purple when he had beat Dusty Rhodes. So he had custom made of where, because he was kind of making fun of the fact that he beat his dad.
Trying to play mind games. But he looked like a Judgment Day member with the same color scheme.
He also kind of looked like a knockoff of Rey Mysterio when Rey Mysterio wore all purple in WCW.
But either way, the match could have gone either way, honestly. I actually enjoyed this one. It was back and forth. And honestly, I call it the match of the night for this show.
Yep.
But, you know, after about a near half-hour battle between the two, which I was a fan of both, so either one I was happy with winning, so in the end it was Cody Rhodes hitting a crossroads near the end to beat Styles to retain the championship. But what were some highlights of the match that you remember seeing from this big main event? Besides the finish.
Oh, also, the main event was the first time they ever had a female ref the main event.
Yeah, that was history in the making, too. And what were some of the spots of the match you remember? Because we just seen it, but prior to this review.
Fucking Cody Rhodes took hit after hit after hit and still begged for more.
Yep. And it seemed like at one point everything was going AJ Styles' way until friggin' he just got up until Cody Rhodes got up all yelling and pissing, making his comeback. And, you know, we seen the Cody Cutter and the Crossroads near the end to win the match for Rhodes to retain the championship.
Yeah, well, AJ thought he was going to win with that one move that he did when he hit Cody Rhodes off his knee, the Eagle Goroshi. And then fucking Cody just fucking powered out at one.
Yep. It's like a one count. It's like, we see people kick out of 2 counts, but 1 count, that's almost unheard of. I mean,
yep. And that's when Cody's just like fucking, he's just like, bring it on, hit me more, hit me more, hit me more.
I mean, our little description of what happened, without going into too much detail, dragging this video out longer than it should be, we can't do it justice. You got to go back and watch this one. If you're going to watch only one match from this current pay-per-view, it would be the main event between Styles and Rhodes. That's just the way I look at it. And I thought it was a great way to end the show with Rhodes retaining the championship, and now I guess we'll just see what's next for storyline-wise. Who's going to be Cody Rhodes' next challenger for the W Championship.
Yeah.
So, now we get to the point where we talk about our star ratings. Of course, like I said earlier, the tag match opening tag team no street fight got 4 out of 5 from me. What's your thoughts on the star rating there?
5 out of 5.
In the triple threat match, despite the creative ending, I would just say it's average like 3.
4.5.
For me, it'd say 3 to 5. See, that's where our differences come in. The Damian Priest Jey Uso match. I like the storytelling that they had, but still, I can only give it about maybe 3.5.
Without the interference, I would have gave it a 4, but I'd have to do 3.5, 3.25.
So about the same. You're kind of feeling how I was feeling about it. Despite the jokes we made about JD McDumbass.
JD McDeadass.
The tag match, the women's tag match for the tag team championships, I would say that
I said dead ass, not dat ass, for people that can't understand what I was saying.
Of course, the women's tag team championship match. I like the back and forth and the story they told there. I give that one about a 4 out of 5. What's your thoughts about that women's tag match? What rating would you give it?
4.25.
In the main event with Rhodes and Styles, I say 5 stars because it was the match I was looking forward to the most, and they did not disappoint.
5.25.
Rating's all out of 5, but then again, I broke that rating last week with our last review, so there you go. You have the
You know, I did last week because I fucking gave it a fucking infinity.
Exactly. But anyway, what would be the final grade for Backlash 2024? I would give it a solid B, and that's because of the strength of the main event and how good it was. And of course, that opening match.
B-minus.
Yeah, you do the pluses and minuses, I don't. I just call it how I see it, so I give this one a really high B. All on the strength of the main event and the opening tag match. Alright?
Yep.
So, yeah, that's it. Backlash 2024 is in the bag. Now, remind the people what we're going to be reviewing this next week on the channel.
This next week, if you guys know and can tell what this is without hearing it from the beginning of the video, or if you guys forgot, here is a little teaser. I got the bootleg of the DVD. This is how it's going to end. First, he got a magical red-headed hoe.
Oh my god.
He took her out to get taters from Idaho. Looked traced her ancestry back all the way back, and found out she was part Navajo.
Oh my god. You're just taking the piss out of this.
Oh, and then he lost, and then he loses his magical red-headed hoe. And she goes and gets with Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh my god. You're just taking the piss. In other words, the next show we're going to be reviewing would be the 2006 Royal Rumble event.
Exactly.
So yeah, you get that to look forward to. Can't wait. And, so with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Peace.
I look forward to more of these jokes that I'm making.
Anyway, with that, we'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Deuces.